Welcome back to the Roughed Up Podcast.
G'day guys, welcome to the Roughed Up Podcast. I'm myself, Eli Hooper, Ryan Hyde.
I don't know how we've made it to the second episode.
Yeah, second episode, first episode, success, failure, in between, just happy.
Yeah, it was alright.
Yeah,
a lot had to be cut.
I think, how long did we have, how much recording did we have on that?
We did an hour and 40 and it came down to an hour. So a lot had to be cut and the whole, what's it called? The word for that thing. Structure.
Oh, the structure. The structure, yes.
The structure was absolutely horrible. But hey, we've made it to episode 2. We've decided to do it again.
Yeah.
People actually seem to enjoy it.
Yeah, people did.
We're recording it the day after the first one came out. So
yes,
first one came out yesterday.
Yeah, and we've looked at the comments. There were some funny ones.
Yeah.
And but there were some serious ones as well. And the feedback we've got from friends
it's been all right.
It's been
especially for the first one where it was, I thought, gonna be tragic.
Yeah, but it was pretty good.
It's pretty good.
Now we've changed the setup. It
looks a bit better.
Hopefully it looks a little bit better for you guys.
Yeah.
We've got the bar sign up here.
Yeah.
And
we don't have the shit window in
we don't have the shit window in the...
we swapped sides to line up with the sign behind us.
The sign behind us. There's minor changes. Hopefully people notice.
We're eventually going to change this to be a lot better than it is, but...
It's money and time.
Yeah. And the area that we've got is not big.
It's not big.
Yeah.
We've got probably 3x4 or 3x3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like we could almost touch the camera like a little bit, but it's all right. We're doing all right.
Yeah, that's
the
it.
setup's all right.
The setup.
We didn't even expect to get to episode 2, to be honest.
We didn't. We expected just either to get cancelled or just an insane amount of hate.
Yeah. But anyway, how's your week? How's your week been?
The week's been, it's been good. A bit of stress involving work, but it's come out all good. I got through it.
I've had a pretty crazy week, to be honest.
Yeah.
Where I won't say where I work, but I work somewhere, and it's been pretty quiet. So I've been just finding other stuff to do during the day.
Yeah. No, well, that's me. It's been pretty good. For me, it's been the opposite. It's just been flat out.
Just hectic.
Just insanely hectic. And then there's trying to find the hours. There's not enough time in the day to do what you need to do. So it's just impossible.
Well, we're both pretty lucky in having the luxury of most of the time working by ourselves.
Yes.
No one around.
Well, I do work with people, but I choose to not socialise. I choose to just stay in my lane, do my work.
Yeah.
That's it.
Well, I'm basically by myself the whole day.
Yeah.
I rarely talk to anyone. And I don't mind having a chat with some people, but just my job doesn't really...
Wait, do you like it? Do you like not being around people? Or?
Yeah, I do enjoy it, but sometimes I like to socialise with people with chatting and having banter.
That's what the podcast's for.
Exactly, but I used to like being in school having banter with people.
Oh, the
Can't
banter.
beat it.
There were some stories.
Funny stuff back in school, but I don't know what we can mention on here.
Yeah, no, that's it. And we're close with the school. So we don't want to
don't want to ruin the name, but also there's some funny stories. I'm sure we'll get some people on from school.
Exactly.
And then the stories will come up with those people. But also the big thing of this week has been Origin, and Queensland won.
Yeah, that's what we're going to say. We're going to do a Queenslander in 3, 2. Get into it.
We'll mention that a bit later.
Yeah, a bit later. We've got structure now. And now...
Look at that. We're planning.
We've planned it.
So, mate, before we get into the news, what are you drinking? I've got a Stone and Wood here.
Well, I've doubled up. I've doubled up. So I've got some random wine that my mum gave me. And then my sister recommended this because she's a party animal. Do you know how to say that word?
Copperberg apple?
Copperberg. It's a cider, 7%, 2.4 standards.
Jeez. You're going to be gone by the end of it, mate. I'm only going to stay with my stone and wood. You know, before this, I had to... A bit of a story for you, just for the start.
Yeah.
I had to moisturize this bottle because I went into your bathroom because you gave it to me and it was sticky as, and you're like, oh yeah, just go wash it off. I'll go find a bottle opener. So I went into your bathroom and I tried to use a bit of soap to get it off because it wasn't coming off with just water. You had no soap, so I had to look around. First thing I found is some moisturizer.
There was some soap, I swear. There was some soap on the cabinet there. On the left.
Yeah. I tried it. I gave it a couple pumps. It didn't work, mate. So I had to moisturize a bottle of beer before I drank it.
That's how I feel.
Yeah, it's worked.
It's worked.
But I've never thought I would do that in my life, to be honest. But also, before we get into the news as well, we've started like all our social medias now that we had content. So we're on TikTok and Instagram and YouTube as well. And Spotify. We're on Spotify.
And Spotify.
Big thing for Spotify, which would really help us out, is to give us 5 stars. It actually helps out heaps because that's when you get discovered by other people, when you have good ratings on there. But yeah, the TikTok, the Instagram, and the Spotify, it's all under Roughed Up Pod. So like, we have the same name for absolutely everything, which is really good.
Awesome.
Yeah, I thought it would be taken, but it's really good.
No, it's awesome. And we got really lucky, and I got really lucky having Ryan around because I am fucking hopeless with that shit.
Okay, but yeah, you want to get in the news?
Yep.
This first one's yours.
Yes, this is. I was scrolling through bloody Instagram, and I just came up just like you do, and random crap comes up, and the thing that caught my eye was this company has managed to 3D print fish.
Like the animal or like the edible?
So fish fillet.
Oh.
I don't know if you remember 3 or 4 years ago, science was coming in and they were talking about doing the same thing with burger patties and everything.
Yeah.
But this company has taken it to a new level and they've managed to get the cells from fish muscle and fish fat and combine them and make a good texture, and apparently it full on tastes like a fish fillet and tastes really good.
Wow.
And they're trying to do it with different products like meat, but
I know a couple of years ago they started 3D printing like organs and stuff. Like they were 3D printing like ears and like stuff for that to put on people, and they like supposedly work, but yeah, I didn't know they could digest like food now.
Yeah.
Wonder if it's actually like healthy for you. Like
that's the thing. I was about to bring it up. Steve-O has done it, and do you remember like, vegan sausages?
Yeah.
And so Steve-O was vegan for a while. I don't know if he might still be vegan, but he was fucking plowing down these vegan sausages.
Yeah.
And he'd been doing it for a couple of months, and then he started feeling really fucking crook. He was just eating sausages non-stop. He's gone to the hospital, and he's mentioned what he's been eating, these vegan sausages, and the doctors said that it's really bad for you because there's so much shit in these vegan sausages that it takes twice as long to actually digest in the stomach.
Yeah.
So it just like fucks around with everything.
I know in the patties, the big one I've heard of is Beyond Burger, like the burger patties.
Oh yeah.
And it's crazy how realistic they look because they put like beetroot juice in the patties to like simulate blood when you're like cooking it.
Yeah.
It's like they look. I've never tried them, which I'm interested to try. Maybe we should do that next week. Yeah. Maybe we should get like a vegan patty and then like a normal one, and then get someone else to cook it up for us, and we have to guess.
Yeah, because Mark Wahlberg, he has a company, doesn't he?
Yeah, Wahlburgers.
Yeah. So
and his burgers vegan, I think.
Yeah, vegan. I think they're all vegan, and that the Gold Coast. I remember seeing that.
Yeah, maybe we'll do that next week for a little bit of a bit. We could cook up a vegan one and a normal one. We'll try it. Yeah.
And I guarantee on the difference vegans are cunts.
I don't know. They're getting good with even this stuff. 3D printing.
I'm taking the piss. Okay, I said vegans are cunts. I shouldn't say that. Cut that. Ryan's gonna cut.
I'm not gonna cut that. You can keep that in. That's your.
Well, another thing is that 90% of marine wildlife are overfished.
Yeah.
Which makes sense.
Yeah, that does make sense.
So it's fucked.
I guess it's good for the planet, I guess.
Yeah.
If it works with no health defects at all.
Yes, and it's all, but it's dead set the way of the future. There's no way what's the population at?
I think it just hit 8 billion.
8 billion.
It just hit the new billion
It's
mark.
fucked, man.
And I'm pretty
So
sure
many people.
in like another thing, India's taken over China. China was like the most populated country in the world for a while, and I'm pretty sure India's just taken over or about to take over
That is
China's
insane.
population. So
That is insane. And China's got to be the next I mean,
I see you got a video there. Do you want to watch the video on it?
Yeah. So it gets the muscle and fat and bloody gets them in there.
Prints it, but it just looks like a 3D printer.
Yeah.
It kind of looks like chicken bits.
Yeah. I want to.
It would be interesting to try it, eh?
It would, because we all know that there's with what we just said, 8 billion people in the world.
Yeah, it's eventually going to catch up to animals, to people. And
Yeah,
you won't be able to do it.
If the sooner we get this tech up to date, the sooner the future is more secure.
Well, the big question is, would you have that in your everyday life? Or would you want the natural thing?
It depends. If that was half the price, I'd be going with that.
But do you reckon when it first comes out, it'd be more expensive?
No, I reckon it'd be cheaper.
Really?
Yeah, no, because it's like they'll just be able to go print and just go.
Do you reckon it'll be less resources?
Do you mean with the material to make it?
Yeah, so like the
material?
resources that go into going out, catching the fish,
Yeah.
butchering it.
A shit ton less resource. That's why I think it'll be cheaper. That you're catching the fish,
But also,
and everything in between.
they're saying here that they're using the muscle of the fish.
Yeah.
So that means they need fish still, yeah?
Well, I mean, they can just copy the cell structure of the muscle and just
okay.
well, I mean, I assume that's how. I don't.
But okay, then that begs the next question. I'm going deep into this. Okay, so they got the muscle of the fish to print the fish, right?
Yeah.
Does that mean it's vegan? Because they've technically used the fish.
That's a good question, and I will have to. No, it's not vegan. It's not vegan. There's no way.
Because it's still technically you needed that fish.
Yeah, you're still eating like fish, basically. Just a computer.
I don't know.
A computer made it.
I guess we'll have to just look at what happens when it comes out.
Exactly. When
to
it comes
the
out,
public.
will it be marketed as vegan? I don't know. Because I mean, you say like vegan when a burger company markets it as being vegan. When you think of a burger, I mean, you think of meat.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's different because there's plants in there. But something cool to think about. So okay, next. Oh, this is crazy. This happened last week. Yeah, this was last, and there's already been
crazy.
fucking jokes about it and everything is.
Yeah, but so this 60-year-old in Sydney named Tom Quatch. Is that how you would say his name? Quatch.
Where?
Start there.
Tom Quatch. Yeah, I reckon that's it.
Okay,
But
so
unique,
Tom
very
Quatch,
unique.
he's from Vietnam, and he's down in Sydney, and he stuffed a bin chicken into his backpack, and then went to his unit and cooked it up. I had a good feed, supposedly. And obviously in Australia, the bin chickens, they are definitely a pest. Don't get me wrong there.
Yeah.
They are annoying as shit
they-
and stink.
They stink.
Like you, mate.
But I wouldn't eat one. Like,
Yeah,
no, like.
I reckon they'll be gamey as hell.
And imagine all the crap that's in there.
The diet that they eat. But anyway, so they're actually technically in Australian law a native bird. So you're not allowed to capture them or kill them or
even though they are everywhere.
Oh,
they need to get culled.
They're definitely a pest.
Have you seen that they've changed it? When you were going down to the Gold Coast, on the left and on the right, when you were going you're probably like 40 minutes from my house, like on the highway, going down. On the left and right, big ibis colony. fucking huge. Ibis
seen it.
everywhere on the ground. Then you drive past this. There was like 3 or 4K when there were just ibis on both sides. There'd just be ibis dead all over the fucking ground because people are just charging over him. It's been changed in the last month. They've been relocated.
Yeah.
But for that month,
I've never seen that.
for ages, you were just fucking.
I know. At the back of my house, I've got like this block of land at the back of my house, and there's this big ass gum tree in the back, and sometimes they come up in the gum tree and nest, and they just like shit everywhere, and it goes all over our house. It's horrible. But anyway, this Tom Squatch guy, he stole an ibis, and then he stuffed it into his backpack, and I think he went for a second one another day. And people saw him doing it near this bin and confronted him about it and called the cops. And he went to court, I think, a couple of days ago about it. And the judge gave him something that he needed to do. It was and he's not allowed to go near any native wildlife anymore.
The thing is, I reckon if I was around Tom when he was doing this, stuffing the bloody ibis, I reckon I'd be like, yeah, fucking do it. I wouldn't do shit. I'd be like, take the ibis.
No, it's still an animal, I guess. But and as well, like, mate, just go to the shops. Just go to the shops.
Just go to the shops with this guy. Have you seen him?
Get a bloody nice steak. Whip it up. I bet it tastes so much better than ibis.
Yeah, I know, but do you know how much a steak is these days?
That's true.
Far out, mate. You're spending an arm and a leg.
No, mate, just go.
Man.
No, mate, just go down the Captain Cook. You'll be right.
True. Yeah. Captain Cook. It's a great facility. Great pub. Fuck. I got the Broncos bloody steak there last time. Fuck, that was quality. That was a good steak.
We got a video on bloody Tom stuffing the bin chicken in his bag. Oh no, it's the news report. So we'll give this a watch. It's muted, mate. Oh no, it's not.
No, there she is.
Catching and cooking an ibis has been freed on bail under strict.
There he is. Look at Tom. He looks like a deviant, doesn't he?
Oh mate, he loves a good ibis.
Chicken is protected and not for eating.
I love that he walks out and is fucking smoking a ciggy. See that? He's fucking.
Wait, wonder if there's any ibis rolled up in that. I reckon there's some ibis feathers rolled up in his.
Oh, mate, definitely. He's smoking it.
Malabar unit. Neighbours raising the alarm after hearing the bin chicken in distress. Did it taste any good? I don't know. I haven't tried it yet.
Bullshit! So he made it all the way home, cooked it up. Here, give it a pause. He made it all the way home, cooked it up, and didn't try a bit of it.
Maybe he had some leftovers that he wanted to crack into, and then all of a sudden the ibis, he's come to the ibis, and he's probably going to eat it that night. It's been chilling in the fridge.
So he got done for it before he could have a taste.
So he's done it all for fuck all. Really.
No, here he is grabbing it.
He was also charged in March after this incident in
Jesus.
No, this is different. This is different. It's happened before.
So he's definitely eaten. He's definitely had
eaten
some.
an ibis. He's definitely eaten an ibis.
The that counted in Cox's favour for bail was made by his legal aid lawyer, who told the court that in Queensland it's actually legal to eat.
What?
No, we should get a barbie going, mate.
We should get an ibis.
So you can't do it in Sydney, but you can do it in Queensland.
Come up here, mate. Come up here, Tom. We want you.
Yeah,
take the ibis.
He might move, mate.
He could.
Get him on the pod.
Leave the chickens alone then. Yeah, definitely. I'm not coming.
No, come to Queensland. Come to Queensland, Tom.
Queensland, mate. You can have all the bin chickens you want.
The bin chickens.
That's fucking awesome.
Oh, what a man.
What a man. And the more you know, you can eat a bin chicken in Queensland. That is... I mean, I wouldn't want to. I wouldn't want to, but you can if you want.
Oh, God.
Oh, man. Okay.
There's some strange people out there, right?
There are some fucking strange people.
Because, okay, as well, I would understand it with him if, if you're living on the poverty line you can't afford some food, so you're going to capture something. But I wouldn't capture a bin chicken. But also, he's having a pack of cigs.
Yeah, no.
He's got money.
Well, he said in the article, it said he had a legal aid. So he must be not doing too well financially, but still, don't buy the pack of ciggies and
Yeah, exactly. And get a steak, mate.
get a steak. Eat that premium.
Get rid of the cigs.
No, better that. Go to Captain Cook.
Ooh.
Get that Broncos. Get that Broncos steak. Ooh.
So this one is also a big news story of this week, but I've also chucked it in as the Florida Man of the week because this happened in Florida. Eli hasn't seen this yet. I've spoken to him about it, but we'll scroll down and read a bit about it first before we watch the video. So, yeah, this happened in Florida, and basically there was a big, crash on the highway.
Yeah.
And there was a tow truck figuring out what he needs to do to get this car on his tow truck. And before he got the car on the tow truck, there was a guy behind him. I'm pretty sure I read somewhere it was like a 22-year-old, 23-year-old, and they weren't paying attention on their phone or something like that.
Sounds like a Tesla driver. Bloody shit.
I don't know. They were in some... It was like a Honda or something like that. You'll see it in the video. But, yeah, he wasn't paying attention. Full speed on the highway, ramp this tow truck and just use it as a ramp.
Yeah.
And it flies off the top of it.
Yeah.
So it is crazy. I hope the guy's all right. I haven't checked.
Yeah, we're praying for you, mate.
Yeah.
Florida, but you know, Florida man. They live.
Survive anything.
Mate. They live.
But yeah, they're just saying it was recorded on a policeman's dash cam, so he was already at the site because of the crash. And then and as well, I just gotta say, the cameraman of the cop recording this thing, he should be like a director of a film. He didn't even know it was happening, but he got the best framing of it. But yeah, let's click on the video and give it a watch,
Let's have a gander. Alrighty.
There it is. Hey, so this is the clip here of the guy, going for a bit of a joyride, I guess.
Yeah.
So obviously this is the cop, and he's pulled over. You can see all the cars and stuff. And then see the tow truck?
This looks like a movie scene.
Yeah.
He's got it.
Look at him flying, mate.
Holy crap.
Yeah,
He got major air in that.
Yeah, mate. It's crazy. He landed though, he rolled, but then he's upright.
I reckon he's good. I reckon he's chilling. But that also reminds me of a story that I heard.
Yeah.
It happened last year. This millionaire was driving his Tesla. The cunt wasn't paying attention. Had bloody Shrek playing on Netflix. I swear I'm not lying. He's there. He's watching. He's just sitting there like this, watching Netflix. You can see it. There's like a fucking video of him doing it. He's sitting there watching Shrek. All of a sudden, there's, as you expect, I think it happened in LA. There's fucking traffic in front of him. He just goes straight in there.
Mate.
Fuck me.
Well, that is a good segue onto the next piece of our news segment. With I think it's in here. Yeah, it's a great segue for the next segment. This happened in Brisbane, so we're Brizzy boys.
Yeah,
and this is very local to where we are.
Yeah,
and a bus driver got filmed watching a movie while driving the bus.
Yeah,
of people.
Yeah, watching a movie's too far. Sometimes I have like
a good podcast. He could be listening to Roughed Up and he'll be fine.
Yeah, if he was listening to Roughed Up, I'd go up there and give him a smooch because I know how much a bus driver loves to give a smooch. But he can
chuck a headphone or like an earphone in, chuck on a podcast and go for a drive.
Yeah.
Cannot watch a movie or a show.
But to be fair, if you're just driving by yourself and you want to watch a movie, there's no one around to film it, but this guy's an idiot.
But don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Please don't do that.
Don't do that. Drive, don't use your phone.
Or do and watch Shrek and then go up the back of someone. Do that.
Yeah, you could be like the guy going up the trailer. But so this bus driver got done in Brisbane. Someone was recording him. I don't know what he was watching, but we'll check it out.
Definitely bloody Family Guy. Let's be real.
Family Guy.
Yeah, I reckon.
You wouldn't. This guy's not Josh McKenna, is he? Oh, what have you?
What the fuck have I done? Wait, extend.
Okay, restart the video.
Extend. Okay. Restarting the video.
Okay, so this is the video of the guy here. Video. You can see. I don't know what it is.
What is he watching?
Kind of looks like the castle. Great.
You can tell that he's like watching the road, So I don't.
No,
No,
it's
that-
still.
That's some high
It's still a
tire,
distraction, eh?
Yeah, it is. He shouldn't have done it.
Yeah, but yeah. So we've got a bit of like information, I believe, but I remember it from reading it. But this TikTok got sent to TransLink, which is the big like bus and like train line. Like what would you call them? Like the owners of the train.
Yeah,
line.
Train, bus, everything.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure they haven't said if they sacked him or not, but they know about it.
They know, but I
reckon he's got the sack.
Ian,
You would have to.
But like these days, you have 3 chances. You'll be like, don't watch a movie again. If you do it again, then you've got second warning.
No,
and then,
but the thing is, right, with social media and that being so viral, how it is, they would have to let him go.
Oh, but also I feel sorry for him because I haven't. But sometimes I have like a comedy show going, but I guess that's a little bit more. I can hear it and laugh, but I don't have.
Yeah, but
a
you're not
show
watching it. You're listening to it.
I'm listening to it. But he dead set. Like, he's driving the car and the phone was here.
Yeah,
like,
that's
he
not
needs to bloody.
That's not a good thing.
That's a no go. That's a no go.
A little bit of social media news. We got here Mystic Beast. I think he tweeted today or
let's have a gander at it.
that he's gonna maybe think about starting a Netflix show.
Ooh.
And you know he does the stupid, like he gives away a stupid amount of cash. You gonna click on the image, mate? You can click on the image.
Yeah.
You can click on that.
Oh, okay.
Not now.
Not now. Bang.
There we go.
Yeah.
So he said here, I want to test what I can do on YouTube on a streaming service for fun and see how it performs. Imagine 10 episode series with 10,000 people competing for the largest prize in game show history.
Far out. He's just insane. I don't know about you. It's really cool.
Oh, yeah.
But like, I've never been into those game show type things.
Nah, some of Mr. Beast's videos are pretty cool. Like, I really enjoyed his Squid Game thing that he did. How he remade like all that.
Yeah.
That is crazy. Like, but he's definitely changed the whole YouTube.
Just how much money he's changed how much money YouTubers get.
Yeah, it's like most YouTube's like TV shows now. Like it legit is.
It is so cool.
It used to just be like bloody Vic Star vlogging, like
which I love those days.
It was awesome.
They were awesome, but it's insane how high
budget stuff is now.
Shit
well, it's good that he's bringing it onto a platform, eh?
Yeah.
Like, hopefully, I'm sure Netflix would.
Oh, yeah, snap that up. Especially, have you seen how bad they're doing
after the whole password sharing thing happened?
Oh no, and it's also like their stock is down the drain. They've come back, like how much money that because COVID, as you'd expect, everyone in COVID was bloody buying the bloody membership
Netflix,
and watching Netflix, but then after COVID it all dropped off.
That's the thing that happened this week with Netflix. Did you hear about that?
No.
So Netflix, you know how you can give, say, you've got a Netflix account, and then your granny wants some Netflix. She wants to do some Netflix and chill. So you give your password to your granny.
Yeah.
And now Netflix has cracked down on that. You cannot do that anymore. You have to be on the same IP address.
Fuck.
So you've got to be in the same household. So you can't do password sharing anymore. And supposedly heaps of people have dropped Netflix. So they're just crashing.
I don't know about Netflix. I don't watch Netflix.
No,
anymore.
there's nothing deep. Australian Netflix is horrible.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But it's so hard these days. There's so many streaming platforms.
It's crazy.
It's insane. You can't keep up.
That's what I was saying the other day. I suppose it's the same thing with Xbox and PlayStation. They need to all conjoin together and make a big one, and they could charge as much as they want.
Yeah, how much would you pay for? I mean, because you literally have every movie to ever be released.
I suppose it's the same as Spotify. There's every song ever made on one platform.
But then they only charge like $10.
Yeah. But I don't know. I'd
pay 50. I reckon I'd pay because that's
a
how
month.
A month. Oh. But can I share the password around?
That's the next question.
That's another question because if it's 50 and I share it around,
then you can
give us
split
a
it
little
up
bit of
with
money.
people.
Exactly.
But probably for my own payment. If it was every movie, anything I want, any movie, any show, $25 a month. That's rich, but that's everything.
I think you're a little bit entitled there, mate. Because people.
Yeah, that is a lot of money. But also, when you think about it, you're probably spending that now.
Yeah, no. I know for a fact, I'm spending crap tons.
Oh, yeah.
It's insane. When you like Disney Plus, I have YouTube Premium,
Stan, KO. You can't even watch the footy anymore without KO.
Well, except for bloody. Oh, no, I don't want to bring that up, but 9 being on.
Oh, yeah, we've got a story. We've got a story about Origin.
Yeah,
that's
so we'll leave that for later. But it's insane how much money.
I'm pretty sure we're almost on that anyway.
Yeah, we are. That would be a good segue if it.
I'm pretty sure we are. Yeah, look at that. Okay, we'll talk about our Origin night. So our Origin night, we went down to Dolphins. I'm repping the jersey. Yeah. Origin, we went down to Dolphins, and
great facility, wasn't it? It's awesome. Yeah, what did you say? Biggest pokies section in the Southern Hemisphere.
I think it's one of the biggest pokey rooms in Queensland, which is crazy.
It is insane.
Or Brisbane. It's something like that.
Well, I mean, it must be like 50 meters from one section to the next. Like from like when you start.
Yeah, I reckon even more, to be honest. Yeah, don't worry about the pokies. Pokies is shit.
Pokies is shit. Don't do them, kids. Yeah. Waste of money.
Yeah. But anyway, talking about betting, I had a big win.
We go from not betting to Ryan had a big win.
Okay, so not on the pokies. Yeah. So I made a bet for Origin. Just random bet. Because we're at Dolphins, I thought, hey, the best Dolphins player that is on Origin, the Hammer. Absolute legend. I'm going to put him down for first-time try scorer. He was paying so much. And, of course, the Hammer
does his shit, doesn't he?
The Hammer scores. We were all chatting shit about 20 seconds before he scored on how he's doing absolutely nothing.
He was doing niche.
And the next minute, he comes out of nowhere. Scores.
He's a fucking legend.
Oh, he's a good player.
But then after we said that, he went from being like doing bugger all to just spurted brilliant. He did a try saver. One of the tries that were disallowed from New South Wales was Hammer so bloody there, stopping the ball, getting grounded, and then he scored the second last try that. Almost sealed the deal for us.
But yeah, the atmosphere in Dolphins, it was pretty good. A lot of Queenslanders there, obviously. Hey, so Josh had a car. Do you reckon at the start, because New South Wales was mouthing off that they were going to go for Reece?
Yeah.
And straight away, what was it? First 5 minutes?
No, it would have been 3. Would have the first set that Maroon's got the ball. Yeah. Like Cleary kicked it down. Reece caught it. Addo Carr came flying over.
And was it? I can't remember, but I'm pretty sure it was a knee straight to the gut.
Knee to the gut.
And it was a late tackle.
It was like, but referees have to have a bit of. I don't know. In the first 10 minutes, they have to let things slide.
Yeah, a bit of lenience for the State of Origin.
because State of Origin. Yeah. But then again, like, if they're going to be lenient, let them have a bit of a punch-up.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of fights. There was a fight within when that happened.
Yeah, when that happened.
First 3 minutes of the game, and there was another, 4 or 5 fights during the game.
I don't know. It's no punch a stone. Doesn't count as a fight.
Bit of a pull of the jersey, man.
Yeah. Come on. Get into him.
Yeah, so Josh Addo-Carr, do you reckon he should have got sent off?
No. I mean, if it was just a club game, it would have been a send-off. Yeah. But it's Origin, and you can't.
But also, at the end of the game, a Queensland player, I forget who it was, got sent off for...
Fledler.
Yeah. Which I think for less than what Josh Addo-Carr did. So
it was just a shoulder into the head. It was bad, but if the guy didn't go down and was acting like a pussy, then it would have been fine. I don't know. It's tough.
Another big thing of the game was Tom Gilbert with his, I think it was a dislocated arm.
Yes. Yeah. Well, he came on at the end of the game all slinged up and everything. Yeah. So something must have happened.
But yeah, you could see him. He was wiggling his arm around, and then as he was coming off field, the ball was coming towards him, and he made the tackle. Did you see that?
No, I didn't see that.
He tackled a guy with a dislocated arm.
Fuck. What a
And
legend.
then he got off the field, and it looked like on the in the sideline they popped it back in, and then he got back on. But then he was complaining about his arm again, and then they sent someone else in, and that's where the big controversy of the game was.
So there were one more person that should have been on.
Yeah, it's got it here. I forget who it was. Lindsay Collins, is that it?
Yeah, that must have been it.
Oh no.
Key during interchange. Here it is. Lindsay Collins, a player from the Queensland. The interchange incident sparked debates.
Yeah.
And added fuel to the already intense competition. Video footage showed Collins appearing to return to the field prematurely, leading to discussion regarding potential
rule violations. And I'm pretty sure now they have actually fined the Queensland team over it because it's a big no-no in like.
It is. Well, I mean, you can't have too many people on. So. But
anything else on Origin?
It was insane.
It was a great game.
It was
absolutely great game. I loved Cobbo's second try where he rolls up in a ball.
Oh man.
It was great.
Just good atmosphere. I love how NRL promote the Origin in an intense way. Like you really get the suspense going, and then the game starts, and it's just the atmosphere is insane.
One pretty funny thing down with the Dolphins when we were down there, because I think that's what you're bringing up before about KO, how we can only watch the football on KO.
Yes.
And Dolphins had Fox on all the TVs.
Yeah, on all the TVs.
And Origin was exclusive to 9, and they frantically it was like what a minute before,
like people were they were running out. Everyone was running out on the field, and then Dolphins quickly change all the channels.
And they're flicking through all the channels trying to get 9. Oh, it was hilarious.
Oh man, just
it was a great night. It was a great night.
It was awesome. It was an awesome night.
Also another thing on Origin. What's your thoughts of being on a Wednesday night?
Stupid, absolutely dumb. It should be changed to either it should be changed to Friday, Saturday night. Yeah, get into it. Can you imagine the Dolphins on a Friday?
Because even I had a couple drinks, right, but I couldn't have many more. Like I'm not a big drinker, but if we're out having fun, I have a couple drinks.
Just got a big win.
Yeah, and I could only have a couple drinks because I got to go to work tomorrow.
It's dumb. And then I got to work the next day. I fucking was not late to work, but normally I start a little bit earlier than what I did. Got ripped into by the boss for being like, fuck.
It's Origin.
It's Origin. Come on. Let it go.
What else have we got here? Concussions in rugby.
Yeah, concussions in rugby. It's just... It's inevitable. That concussions are going to happen. But I read articles and commentators are constantly going on about if you're doing the technique right, then there should be no concussions. That's what everyone is going on about these days.
I don't know about that.
But in NRL, in Union, it's different because offload isn't as prevalent in Union. So you tackle and you're nowhere near the head. In NRL, you see people literally just wrap their arms around, and there's no going lower. You're trying to wrap the ball up, so it's impossible to prevent concussions.
The thing with being a professional in rugby though is you coming up, you expect that.
Yes, because you've been knocked out 100 times. You've already been knocked out 100 times. Yeah, but the question, I think it's impossible, but if you were with NRL, how would you try and prevent?
I don't know. It's a hard one because the HIA thing, I think it is a good thing. Yeah. But also it ruins the game.
Because sometimes randomly someone gets sent off and you're like, hang on.
And some of the calls on it are just mate, it was just a bee tapping his head. Yeah. But I don't know. It's a hard thing to go through.
And then I did some research on headgear. Everyone thinks that headgear can stop concussions. In the product, it literally says will stop bruising and scars, getting cuts. Yeah, that's all headgear does.
When you think
doesn't
about
stop
it,
concussions.
When you think about it, still you're getting that force, and then your brain is still hitting your skull.
Exactly. So it's gonna knock it does bugger all. And then a couple of weeks ago, there was a big thing on hip drops. We saw.
It was that 1 week. It's that whole round.
Yeah, there was Cole for Broncos v. I don't know. It was.
It was a while
It was
ago.
Rabbitoh. It was a couple of weeks ago, but hip drop. And it's a stupid rule, and they need to really knock down on what a hip drop is.
The thing about it, especially the box, right, is that they rule so hard on one rule 1 week, then forget about it the next.
Yes, and that's why I hate the NRL, because every week the rules are changing, and you're like, what the hell? Last week this was a send off. This week it's nothing. What the hell?
And one thing that was that happened also in the Origin, which I think should be changed, is how they can't rule on a knock on.
Yes. Yeah.
Which they can rule on absolutely everything else. So why can't they rule on a knock on?
Agreed. There needs to be. I think, like in football, they have computers just on, there's a camera just constantly following, and they know if someone's offside.
Yeah.
There needs to be that, and get rid of the bullcrap rule that is. Have you heard that the ball can float forward, but if the player meant for it to did the motion of it going back, but it still floated forward, it's not a forward pass. Not a forward pass. No. The ball went forward. It's forward.
Yeah.
That's it. That should just be a rule, and they should just say.
If the ball goes in front of the player, it's
a forward pass. That should just be it. There should be no it's the dumbest rule, and it's stupid.
Yeah.
But the next topic was a couple of weeks ago, Titans v Bulldogs. I know. Did you watch the game at all?
I don't know. I thought Bulldogs flogged.
No, Bulldogs ended up coming back in the end. What happened? This is the funniest thing.
Yeah.
So you know how the team can challenge a ruling on what happens.
Yeah.
So what happened? The Titans had gone in for a tackle. They've tackled the ball, and the Bulldogs player had lost the ball. And then the replays come up on the screen.
Oh, I do remember this.
The replays come up on the screen.
And then the Bulldogs player went, I want to challenge.
Yeah, and it just happened that it showed a really definitive motion of, I think it was Fafita putting his arm in.
Yeah.
So, as anyone would, the Bulldogs player looked up at the screen, seen it, and gone, hang on, I'll challenge this. And what the hell?
How is that allowed?
How is that allowed? It should go back to the ruling of the referee. Just stupid.
I personally think, this might be a bit of a hot take. I reckon they should get rid of captain's challenges altogether. Because, right, you see it in so many games. Once they lose their captain's challenge, especially at the start, one team, the other team abuse that.
Yes.
And they go in and just do stupid things just because they know they don't have the captain challenge.
I think there should either be one for each half. I think that would make more sense. And that's when in cricket there's 3 an innings. Yeah. And that
same as basketball with the timeouts. They've got to
So I think that would make more sense. I think at the moment they need to, it's the first year of it, they need to restructure it because we see people abusing it. Yeah. But the next point I've got, going from one sport to another, we've got the Premier League. I know you don't follow it at all. No. But Man City have won the league. Hip hip hooray. Haaland and has got the most goals in Premier League history with 36 goals.
You know, the only team I know in the Premier League is Forest.
Nottingham Forest? Really?
Yeah. That's
Why do you know that?
I don't know, but that's the only...
the newly promoted team from last year to this year. And,
are Forest any good?
Well, they stayed up, only just.
Oh, there you go.
So they stayed in the Premier League. And... really, Champions League in 9 days.
Oh man, I'm looking forward to that. Definitely gonna watch that.
It's City v Inter, I think it is, and this is a message to Josh. Liverpool is shit.
I like fast-paced games.
Yes, yeah.
And I just get bored. I'm not a big cricket guy either. It just bores me. And especially a good example of this is in the World Cup, the UK versus US game.
Yeah, that was very boring.
You've played 90 minutes and no one scored.
Yeah,
and imagine going all the way to Qatar, buying how expensive the tickets are,
and then watching that and being far out. You'd be pissed.
But
everyone that watched the World Cup final. That was a great game. But also, soccer is just one of those games.
Yeah.
It's not...
The thing that I appreciate about, like, football is the community. It brings the whole world together.
Yeah, it does.
And, like, I find no other sport's done that.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
awesome that it does that, but yeah, I definitely can't get into it.
I think dead set half the world was watching
Oh,
that
probably, yeah.
World Cup
Yeah.
final. It's insane how just everyone loves sport. It's insane. But what I was leading that into, after talking about Southampton and Leeds and Leicester all getting relegated, was, do you think there should be a relegation system in the NRL? Because some teams deserve to be relegated, like the Dragons. They suck. They need to get relegated.
The Tigers.
The Tigers. No, the Tigers are going good. The Tigers
they are now. The start of the season.
But the start of the season, they were absolute hell.
Mate.
Oh, far out.
Women.
Women. Hopefully, you guys don't hear that. But I personally think that there should be a relegation. There should be. The NRL need to make a format and have NRL here, and then 2 leagues below them when they get promoted and relegated in between those 2 leagues.
Yeah, but the problem with that is now there's, like, the NRL's been around for how long, right?
Yeah.
And the thing is with that is you're going to come up with people that have been, I don't know, supporting the Dragons for 20 plus years.
Yeah.
And then the Dragons never make it into the top.
You know, but then, just like, I don't know how I don't know if the community is big enough over in Australia, but in the Premier League, Leicester aren't in the Premier League anymore, and they got relegated. But I guarantee there'll still be almost as many people watching those games in the Championship, even though...
I don't know. I just think it doesn't fit the Australian culture.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that then there needs to be something done because some teams suck. Suck.
That's the other thing that we were talking about the other day is the NRL need to expand.
Oh, yes.
They are trying to go next year to Los Angeles to play a couple games.
Yes.
The thing is, no one in America will have any idea about NRL, and they haven't even got all of Australia involved.
Yeah.
So it's like
they need to expand because NRL is one of the best sports to watch. What would you say?
I think all the American sports are a lot better, but
what do you reckon NFL is better?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. It's a lot more strategic.
See, I hate it. I think I've watched 10 minutes and I'm like, this is boring.
Yeah,
turn it off.
I don't know.
I do like an NBA game.
The hockey's cool.
Hockey is great.
Yeah.
Hockey is great. But I've never gone on to another subject. But, it's great fun. But now, next subject.
Oh yeah, we got our game for the week. So this podcast, we're gonna go on. This game's a little bit morbid. I will say that, and we're not trying to like
make fun of
people. But we're gonna do guess the celebrity's last words before they died.
Okay.
So I don't know how they record this. But there are some funny ones, but there's some sad ones, obviously. And I'm going to say the quote that they said just before they died, and you got to guess what celebrity said it. I'm going to give you some multiple choice options, and then you got to choose out of that.
Okay. Just know I'm absolutely horrific with names, and I probably won't even know some of these people.
Okay, so I got it on my phone here.
Okay, let's have
I'll get it up. Okay, so the first one is... I'll be fine.
I'll be fine.
And if you want a hint of when they died, I can give you that.
Oh, I love that.
But give it a shot first. I'll give you one shot.
I'll be fine.
So A is Bob Marley.
Okay. Yep.
B is Heath Ledger.
Yep.
So you know who they are?
Yep.
C is Prince Philip.
Are those the 3?
There's 3. I'll give you 3 options every question.
I know... Because you've already told me. Yeah, I think Prince Philip is more the route that I'm going. Just I think that's more him. And then there was Bob Marley. I think Bob Marley would have something better to say for his last words. He was a funny fella. He would have been like, I'm not going to say it. But yeah, he would have said something a little bit better. And then, who was in the middle?
Heath Ledger, the Joker.
Heath Ledger would have said, he would have been, what did he say? Like, I'll be right?
I'll be right.
I'll be right. Nah. What was the year? What was the year?
The year was January. I'll give you the exact date. January 22nd, 2008.
So I know Prince Philip.
Prince Philip died last year, mate.
Yeah, so we know it's not Prince Philip. All right. Heath Ledger or Bob Marley? Bob Marley. When did he die? I'm not gonna. Well, I mean, I can't say it. Bob Marley. I swear he lived. Oh, no, I'm gonna go Heath. No, Bob Marley. Bob Marley.
You're gonna go Bob Marley?
I'm gonna go Bob
locking
Marley.
that in?
I'm locking that in.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely Bob Marley. That's a.
Got it wrong, mate. It's Heath Ledger.
What?
Yeah. Okay, so I've put it down to, so he had an accidental drug overdose.
Oh, okay.
So whoever he was with, he was probably just saying, "It'll be right. I can have these."
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but like, yeah.
That's tough. That's tough.
But yeah, he died on the 22nd of January in 2008, and he died of a drug overdose.
How did I not get that? I should have.
He was a great actor, mate.
Oh, he was insane.
What's that other movie that he's in? It's like that rom-com movie.
I just know.
It's a really good movie. It's like I forget the name of it.
Is it so? Any other good actors? Any other good actors in it?
Yeah, but I forget. I'll quickly search it up.
Because
it's a really good movie that he's been in. It's a famous one. Obviously, the Joker is his biggest role.
Oh, there it is.
10 Things I Hate About You. Watch that?
I definitely watched that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Great movie.
Yeah.
Okay, we're on to the second question. It is question 2. I'll be back in 5 minutes, alright?
Alrighty.
Okay. A. Paul Walker. You know who that is?
Yes. Yep.
Okay. B.
Definitely Paul Walker. I'm going.
B. Steve Jobs.
Ooh, nah. Okay.
C. Michael Jackson.
How did Steve Jobs die? His old age? It wasn't something.
Yeah, well, I can't tell you.
You can't tell me how Steve Jobs died.
Can't tell you.
Is it relating to the question?
Because I've got here how this person's died.
Oh, okay.
So I can't tell you.
You can't say.
I can tell you the date.
You can tell us the date.
30th of November 2013.
Paul Walker. He would have died around then. He would have.
Is that your guess, mate?
Yeah, I'm gonna guess.
Okay. Paul Walker's right.
Come on.
So you got 1 out of 2. 50-50. So
Because
far.
didn't he died in a car crash?
Yeah, he died in a car crash.
I'll be back in
And
5 minutes.
I looked it up, and I thought he was the driver. He was supposedly a passenger.
Huh?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't know.
I thought he was. I agreed.
That's what I read online. I don't know if it's true, but it says here that he's a passenger.
Have you, while we're talking about Paul, have you seen that, like, in the movies when they brought up Paul?
Yeah, they AI'd his face, like, years ago, before AI was, like, a big thing, on his brother.
Yeah, looks awesome.
Yeah, it looks realistic.
Really good.
Okay, now these two are the weird ones.
Okay.
It's a bit out there.
Do I know the actors? Will I?
Well, they're not all actors, mate. It's just celebrities.
Okay.
Okay. Here we go.
Yeah.
Question 3. It's just a simple one. PP.
PP.
Okay.
Okay.
So, A. David Bowie.
Okay, David Bowie.
B. Prince.
Prince would say something like that.
C. Freddie Mercury.
Freddie Mercury.
So, what do you think? Do you want a date? Or?
Yeah, I do. I want the date.
Okay. 24th of November, 1991.
91.
Day after my birthday. Well, not the year, but 23rd of November.
I don't know when all these. So it was So Prince. Oh, Bob. No.
David Bowie and Freddie Mercury.
David Bowie and Freddie Mercury. David Bowie. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Freddie Mercury, because David Bowie.
You gotta lock one in, mate.
I'm gonna go David Bowie.
You almost had it, mate. Freddie Mercury.
Oh, far.
Yeah, so he died 24th November 1991.
Yeah.
He died at the age of 45 in his home in Kensington.
He was only 45.
Yeah, well, he had biochronical pneumonia.
Yeah, it was. He had AIDS.
Yeah, and then resulting from AIDS.
Yeah, it kills your system basically.
Yeah,
it kills you from the inside.
So yeah, that's sad. He was young. He was awesome. Imagine if Queen was still around now.
Oh.
Yeah.
No one else is like him. No one else.
And there's no Queen without Freddie.
Yeah.
Exactly. But anyway, so the last one, the final one, is another weird one. Pretty simple as well. Milk.
Milk. Something wrong with the bones, obviously. He needs some bloody milk for the calcium.
So, A is Marilyn Monroe.
Ooh.
You know who she is?
Yeah, no, she's the guy that killed herself in the car, isn't she? Is that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's it.
And yeah, she's like with the dress.
Blonde. Yeah, that's it.
Robin Williams.
Ooh, yeah.
And C, Michael Jackson.
Milk.
This one's hard. I'll give you that.
Milk. Michael Jackson. Do you reckon he would have been high as a kite and he would have been like, milk?
Well, didn't he die from like all the chemicals that got pumped into him from turning like black to white?
No. It was sleeping drug.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, sleeping.
I thought that was Elvis.
No. That was that. Elvis was.
Stop doing that with your feet. Fuck up the audio.
Oh,
mate.
true. Okay.
But
it was bloody. No, it was Michael Jackson from Sleeping Chemical.
Oh, okay.
And then it was Elvis was drug overdose with maybe something similar.
Yeah, but Elvis isn't in this list, mate.
Yeah, and then Marilyn Monroe. I know that she killed herself in a car by leaving the car on in the garage. I know. And would she have been like milk? When
I'm going to give you a date.
Yeah.
Because that will eliminate a couple of them.
Yeah.
June 25th, 2009.
Okay, so it's not Marilyn Monroe.
Yeah.
So, and it's not Robin. I don't think it's Robin Williams, because he wouldn't have been like milk when he was about to go.
He said some weird stuff.
He did, but it was the last guy. It's the who was the other.
Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson. It's Michael Jackson.
You think it's Michael Jackson? Okay, yeah, it was Michael Jackson.
Hey, alrighty.
On June 25th, 2009, American singer Michael Jackson died of acute propulsive intoxication in Los Angeles, California at the age of 50.
50. Wow, Michael Jackson. What a legend.
Yeah. Don't know about the allegations, but good music.
As in the great words of David Chappelle, so.
We got our TikTok videos for the week. We both brought one. Eli brought one, not like last week.
Yeah, I brought one, and let's get her up. It's you guys have definitely heard about it. It's this guy. He's got a dare to jump off a cruise ship and go for a bit of a dip.
Go for a bit of a dip, eh?
Yeah, and it is.
Unmute it, mate. So he's jumped off.
Yeah.
And I've looked into this as well. At the start, you can see a shark.
Yeah. So what the?
Yeah.
And it goes on and it shows a little bit of a figure there.
Yeah, well, there you go. He got killed by a shark right there. And, that's a shit way to go.
Just the worst way. I can't think of
dare, and then you bloody end up dying.
But, like, I didn't think sharks would like be interested in that. But
I'm
obviously
surprised it's come up that close to the
exactly.
boat, yeah.
I'm surprised. It must be because it's night and they come at hunt at night.
Yeah.
So see him splash down. Shark must have been under the boat basically.
Yeah.
Come up, had a bit of a snack.
No.
But it's
pretty sad. It said that, if you go back to the article, it said that he was like a sports player or something.
yeah, baseball.
Oh, can you get out of
Can we
this?
get out of this?
Oh, yeah, there you go.
If I go.
There you go. What does it say at the start? What's the headline? Go up. Oh no, he's just I saw somewhere that he was
He's a baseball young
baseball player,
18, just graduated for a trip,
going on a cruise
with his mates for sure.
Jump in the water, buddy.
But he's 18,
Yeah, it's a bit
and
sad,
in America, he can't drink.
it was the Bahamas.
I don't think he can drink. I think he's still.
He might add some. Like, there's always a way. Don't underage drink, but in Australia it's 18.
It's 18, and this guy was 18, and it's 21 over there to drink. So how has this happened?
And I don't know if have they found him.
I don't know if they have. Let's have let's go down to the end of the article and let's see.
Doesn't look like it.
Nah, just one.
He's an athlete. Yeah, it's pretty
he
sad.
looks like a bloody just a good kid.
Yeah, just
And
mucking around and it's
mucking
going
around
wrong.
I mean, would I muck around and jump off a cruise ship?
Yes, you would.
Would I?
Not a big cruise ship, but that didn't look like a big
It did.
cruise
No,
ship.
to be fair, it didn't. It did. If it's a small, I'd jump off a boat in the middle of the night. Yeah, nah, see, I can't even blame him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, it is what it is.
It is what it
peer
is.
pressure, but
Peer pressure. So, and now we've got the next. This is your video.
This is just a comedic video, mate. I found this TikToker, right, and he does one like a fair amount. And you know those old
Yeah.
those old Bunnings ads where they talk for a bit and then they ramble some crap and then they go, come into Bunnings, that's where we look after you, and then it comes in with the Bunnings at the end.
Yes.
This bloke just takes the shit out of it. It's so funny.
That's what we did. So he's got a filter on his head. It's not.
Yeah, here, restart it.
Yeah.
Listen to it. Oh, it is. Some of the ones he's got are funny as. What are you doing? Mate, you cannot control a mouse for shit.
Oh, there it is.
This guy comes in, and he's freaking out because his dog's had an accident on the carpet. His in-laws are coming around in an hour, and he's all, freaking out. And I'm like, don't worry, mate. We've got professional carpet cleaners that can clean your carpet for a fraction price, yeah? And he's like, oh, thank goodness, you saved my bacon. I'm like, don't worry, mate. Goes up the front counter, they'll sort you out. He's like, oh, yeah, the dog, it ate some sultanas and got diarrhea, yeah? And it pops all over the carpet. I'm like, oh, no. He's like, yeah, it wasn't me, it was the dog. I'm like, yeah, I know, mate. He's like, no, you can come look at the poop if you want. There are sultanas all through it. I'm like, oh, I'll take your word for it. Just take us up to the counter. And he's like, yeah, it wasn't me, it was the dog. I'm like, yeah, I know it's not you. He's like, come see my dog, it's in the car. Come see my dog. I'm like, oh, all right. So I follow him out to the car park, yeah? I'm following him out there. We get to the car, and there's no dog. I'm like, where's your dog, mate? And he's not saying anything. He's just all quiet. I'm like, where's your fucking dog, mate? What the fuck's going on? And I look in the back seat, yeah, and there's this like bag, a 2 kilo bag of sultanas. Like, what's this? Is this yours? And he's just got all quiet. He's just staring me down. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? What the fuck is this shit? What the fuck are you doing?
Do you reckon that's ever happened at Bunnings?
Oh, man. I reckon everything's happened at Bunnings. Weird people go to Bunnings.
Oh,
So there's some characters in Bunnings.
The other thing about Bunnings is, I'd love to be a Bunnings worker. Have you ever noticed going into Bunnings? You would, because you're a tradie. You go there. Do you go there?
No, Bunnings are nah.
But anyway, you go into Bunnings, can't find someone, right?
Yeah.
So you're gonna go like, okay, I'm gonna find someone to help me out. Search half an hour around the shop, can't find anyone, and then you spot someone. They spot you. They fucking run basically the opposite direction, and then they go behind the scenes or into the staff room. I swear they run away from you.
It's so, these days, so bad.
Yeah.
It's so bad. When you walk, because I've been to Bunnings and I've been like looking for crap. The joint is fucking huge.
Ugh.
It's impossible to find crap, and all you want some guy to either be in the aisle with you, like so you can be like, hey man, I'm looking for this. Can
Or
you
just
give
a
me a hand?
counter, or
Just anyone.
Yeah,
but It's just the amount of young. They're all young people.
And remember that whole thing they had like about a year ago here in Queensland. I don't know if it was the rest of Australia, but how they had that whole controversy about putting the onions on top of the Bunnings snag or below it. They have to change the below it because someone slipped over on an onion and sued Bunnings or something. Bunnings.
And I don't know if they had to pay him out or if Bunnings were like, we're not going to put onions on top of the snag anymore. Put it on the bottom.
Only at Bunnings, mate.
Only at Bunnings.
Bunnings has got into a lot of controversy over the years. There's been
There's been some weird stuff going on.
But yeah, that's the podcast.
That is the podcast. It's been
good.
It's been good. It's not as new, a lot better structure than last time. It was, I found because the structure was good, it was a lot easier flowing. We weren't going back in between crap. It was really good.
Yeah, it was a bit more laid back and casual. I reckon.
It was laid back, casual. It's pretty good.
Make sure to on our Instagram and Spotify. You can even comment on Spotify now. That's a new thing that they've got on Instagram, Spotify, or even our TikTok. Make sure to give us some ideas, or like we might chuck up a story to ask us some questions or just some input. So yeah, if you got anything to say on the podcast or anything, just chuck us a message. Even DM us,
please, because sometimes there are struggles for idea. Even though this is a second episode,
we're already struggling.
We're really struggling.
And Eli just needs that little bit of excitement in life for someone actually that wants to talk to him.
Yeah, nobody wants to talk to me. It's really depressing. It's
but yeah, it's been a good week. We'll see you next week.
Yes, see you guys, and
have a good week.
Yeah, don't have too much fun because you make me feel sad.
Okay, adios.
Yeah, see you guys.